I'm Dr. Keith Aljets from the Veterinary Medical Center and VMC Management in Williamsburg, Iowa. We knew we wanted to do an ESF system at Wolf Creek, and we had done some other ESF systems, and we wanted to choose a system that it was more easy to train gilts with. And we looked at the Maximus system, and we felt like our gilt training would be improved with that system. We also felt like, or we knew we were going to use Maximus for a ventilation system. And then combining the use of the technological equipment for the ESF, and then for a record system, and then for the ventilation system, made choosing, or just all helped us decide to use the ESF system for Maximus. You know, I almost think it's performed better than we expected. Certainly we have animals that need to be trained, but I think the farm feels like our training has been easy to handle. The animals will become trained, and the percentage of animals that we're training isn't as high as maybe what we would have predicted. So, especially going through startup where you've got, all the animals to train over a 5-month period versus the normal gilt replacement where we just have 20% of your animals that you need to train on a group basis. So overall, we've been very pleased with the training aspects, and really don't do that much for training in regarding the ESF system with Maximus. The animals pretty much train themselves and put them in the pens, and there's a few that we have to run back through the system, but by and large, they learn the system and away they go. What have I learned about group housing systems? I think one of the most interesting aspects of the Maximus ESF system is that when we designed our pens, it was pretty important to have bedding areas, dining areas, feeding and watering areas in those pens. And now when I walk out in the gestation barn and I look through the pens, I can see where the sows are laying down in the bedding areas, they're dining in the dining areas, and they're eating and drinking in the eating and drinking areas. And it's just, the sows are just extremely comfortable. Some of that I think is the sow that we've chosen, but it also is a system that was designed by us from Maximus. How confident am I that every sow is being fed properly every day? Well, I'm very confident. For one, we can look at a list of sows that choose not to eat for a day. Then we can go on those pens and determine whether there's something wrong with the sow or not. Typically, there isn't. But we also can look at sows that are pre-farrow, and when I walk through those pens, I'm pretty amazed to see how good and how uniform the body condition is on sows that have been in pens and been fed through the Maximus system. By and large, if we do a good job of adjusting the feed curves on sows, the sows all look, probably 85% of the sows are all the same body condition, which I think we've been able to do a better job with this system than we have done in some of our stall buildings.